Gridiron was traded, and just before I left the Navy, Don Meredith retired. And so I told Mary Ann, I said, man, I moved on second team already, I haven't done anything yet. But really it was kind of Don's team, and Craig took over, and we kind of battled back for a couple of years. We lost in the playoffs twice, and so it was frustrating. I remember Bob Lilly the year before when they lost the Super Bowl, threw his helmet and bounced off about 30 feet off the ground. So there's a lot of frustration, and I think the 71 season really was tremendous. It was really, I hate even using the analogy because we still have a few games to go, but we really, the team came together, everybody was playing together. We got off to a kind of a shaky start, but we ended really strong, and we won in the playoffs and actually won a game in Minnesota, and we just weren't going to get beat.
That's not familiar to anybody, by the way?
And so it was it really, Coach Landry, it was probably, I remember I think the best picture of the coach was, they asked Walt Garrison one time, did you ever see Coach Landry smile? He said, no, I was only there 9 years ago. But Walt was there helping take Coach Landry off that field in Miami, and he had this big smile on his face, and it just represented the fact is that you don't like to have this tag of a team that can't win the big game. So that Super Bowl was, I think, a start of Cowboy history as far as winning and winning. Super Bowl has become kind of the goal you have to.
I have to juxtapose that by going to Joe. I don't know where the most about
that. I'll share with him about Super Bowl 13. I was on the field, moving the ball down the field, Tony was running the ball, killing us. And for whatever reason, they get inside of the 40-yard line, and they do a reverse, double reverse, fumble the ball, change the entire outcome of the ball game. So it was only me and us.
I didn't fumble the ball, by the way.
Did you audible that play, or did Tom send that in?
No, that was the play we had. If we hadn't fumbled.
Wait. I'm sorry. It's my fault for asking the question unclearly. Did you audible to that play, or did Tom send that in?
I would tell you by audible, but Tom did send it in, and I should have audibled. But I did not. The play was sent in.
All right. I know that Charlie and Roger are here. Preston, if we could get
Charlie here.
Charlie was here. Is Charlie still here? If we could get, there's Charlie right there.
Big play was when Charlie.
The reason I went to North Texas was because of that. I was aware of his football exploits on the field, and they had played in the Sun. And he was just a guy that I admired, and I decided to go to North Texas. And when I went up there, I was really pleasantly surprised. As he said, it was a very good community, a good group of people, and I was allowed to. I met my wife up there. I was allowed to just grow and mature and still be a fan of not only just the football that I played, but football of all the North Texas area. I continued to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. I grew up in Temple, Texas, and I was a fan of the Cowboys, and I saw all of those guys in the early days. And in North Texas, I was a fan of the Cowboys. I remember one game I went to. I was at the old Cotton Bowl, and it was the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Dallas Cowboys, and they had a big tackle. He went to play it open someplace. But anyway, it was some brass in it, and I remember on the goal line, he blocked down on Jethro Pugh, George Andre, Bob Lilly, and he came to the entire line down. And I thought at that time, I said, no way I can play pro football against these guys.
Some of you may know that the late Fred Grant was the sports information director at North Texas State at the time, and it was Fred's wife, Sydney, who actually coined the nickname Mean Green, suggested that to him around the kitchen table one night, and you were playing there.
Yes, sir. This happened during my sophomore year, and we were playing, at the time, this school was Texas Western. turned the tide on them. I think we held them to something like 44 yards rushing. We had about 8 sacks that deducted from the rushing yards. The Go Mean Green started then, and it was the entire defense, not Joe.
But did you ever feel self-conscious? I mean, I don't know.
The Super Bowl is coming to North Texas. Keep up with it. Go to my website, www.donniesport.com, and click on the North Texas Super Bowl icon on the links page.
Which, by the way, did it make you mad the way they screwed?
When it was all said and done, we beat San Francisco, and we were all a little bit shocked that now we were going on to Pasadena to play for the Super Bowl championship. And it was a neat period for me in particular because we practiced that week in Los Angeles at UCLA, where I had obviously spent my college years. And then we played the game at the Rose Bowl, where I also played my college game. So there was a real comfort level for me. And for those of us that are here that had the opportunity to play in the Super Bowls, I think to a guy who could talk about the emotions and everything that goes into stepping out on the field for the first time in a game of that magnitude. So it was a real comfortable thing for me. And I'm asked often as to what I remember most about my career. And there was a moment in that game, in fact, they showed it when they opened up the highlight reel and running across the field. I had my finger up in the air. And it's first of all, it's the only time in my career that I ever did that because I knew we truly were number one. But when we knew we had clinched the game and then going to the sidelines and seeing all the smiles, the celebration that was taking place there on the sidelines, and knowing that just 4 years earlier we were the worst team in football and being laughed at, to then being on top of the world as the world champions was a feeling that I'll never forget.
Thank you.
Super Bowl is coming to North Texas. Keep up with it. Go to my website, www.donniesport.com, and click on the North Texas Super Bowl icon on the links page.